former Vice President Jewel Howard Taylor was charged with drug trafficking, money laundering, criminal conspiracy, and other offences linked to an alleged transnational narcotics network. Authorities say the arrest forms part of a wider crackdown on organised drug trafficking, coming just weeks after the country's largest ever cocaine seizure, valued at approximately $317 million and reportedly destined for Europe. Howard Taylor, who served as vice president between 2018 and 2024, was detained while attempting to leave the country, while the government insists that no individual is above the law. For more, we're joined on the line by Alphanso G, Kalama, a journalist based in Liberia. A very good evening to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. And thanks for the platform as well. It's a pleasure being with you from Liberia.
Thank you very much. Perhaps let's start with the big story. I mean, what exactly led to the arrest of former Vice President Jewel Howard Taylor? And perhaps the bigger question is also, how is the public reacting to such a high-profile arrest?
Well, Liberia is a very basic area right now. The country is very basic since the news of drugs burst in Liberia. The first burst happened at the airport, that is the Rabos International Airport, that worth 19 million United States dollars. And then that investigation was ongoing. There are several individuals that were arrested into that investigation as well. And currently they are facing trial. They are in police custody at the Monrovia Central Prison, awaiting trial. And then just in that period, we also we woke up to the news of 317 million United States dollars drugs bust as well in a community called the VOA community along the Rabos International Airport highway as well. So it has been a very engaging one for, especially for state security in Liberia, where the president have said nobody, nobody will be left out. There is no sacred cow. That means that if you are in a high government profile position, and then you having a link to this drug issue, I mean, you will not be spared. You will obviously be brought to facing justice. So since that drug bust, security apparatus have been arrested. A lot of security personnel have been arrested. Assistant Commissioner of Police have been arrested. We having some from the National Security Agency, that's the NSA, also been arrested. And we having the head of the DEA, that is the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency, as well, had to step aside. The president dismissed him from his position, as commander of the DEA, and also suspended him from the police, as HR, he was also suspended. So many have lost their job. Many security apparatus have lost their job. And then the big names, there are several, in government, legislator have said that the government is trying to shield a lot of people. The investigation is shielding some people. They are calling big, small names, and leaving out big names, and leaving out people who have influence, who are the actual corporate, of the drugs trafficking in Liberia. So yesterday was the biggest news. Liberians were normally calling the big fish, in the country, where the former vice president of the Republic of Liberia, Madam Jewel Howard Taylor, who also served as senator for Bon County, and she's also considered as the former first lady to warlord Charles Gange Taylor, who is right now in a hit as well. So Madam Jewel Howard Taylor was.
Alphanso, with the string of arrests, I mean, come some very, very serious allegations. We're talking drug trafficking, money laundering, conspiracy, and other offences which are linked to an alleged transnational narcotics network, which you've just sort of given us a bird's eye view of. What evidence have prosecutors put forward so far linking Howard Taylor to the alleged drug trafficking network?
Well, state security happen to be precisely the joint security task force that is carrying on the investigations. Have said that Madam Taylor communicated. She have had a communication, with several individuals that the securities have considered, as informants. They have said that this evidence, there are a lot of evidences, pieces of evidence that they have never brought. But then yesterday, when when she was restrained from traveling to Ghana, and then she spent over 8 hours in police, in police at the police headquarters where she was undergoing investigation. And then following at the end of the day, we only saw the charges, police bring it down, that is the joint security, coming down with 8 different charges on the former First Lady and the former Vice President of the Republic of Liberia. So currently, as we speak, she needed to appear in court today, where the charges will be formally read to her, and she will be forwarded to the Monrovia Central Prison to await trial. But then this morning, that did not work because she said that she's not okay. She came down with her health condition is not up to, she's not prepared because she's facing some issues with her health. And as a result of that, they had to postpone her appearance in court and then look after her medical condition.
Yeah. So 3 foreign nationals have also been reportedly charged in absentia. What do we know about them in terms of the role they have allegedly played in this entire operation?
Well, these people have been arrested and charges have been read on these people. So they are all linked to the 317 million drugs as well, in addition to the 2 nationals that were that were arrested on the scene in the VOA community.
Mm-hmm. And of course, as you talk about that 317 million US dollars, what does that tell us now about the scale of drug trafficking through the country? And perhaps the bigger question is, how concerned should Liberian authorities be that perhaps that the country could become a major hub for international narcotics trafficking?
Well, Liberia right now, there are many who see Liberia as a country that is considered as a transit point for drug trafficking. And taking you back, 3 years back, Liberia was talking about 100 million worth of cocaine that was also arrested. And then that case, the government of the Republic of Liberia lost that case because the court said that they never had evidence. So coming from 100 million coming back to 19 million, and right now we are discussing 317 million. I mean, it sends a signal out there that Liberia is a transit point for drugs trafficking. Yeah. And this is an open secret. Everybody is aware, the government is aware, the government has said this, that Liberia over the past period has been used as a transit point for drugs traffickers. But not this time around. The police IG have said that Liberia has been a transit point for drugs traffickers, but now not at this point, because they are doing everything they can to scale down. If they cannot completely eradicate the importation of illegal substances. They will do everything they can to minimize this and to destroy cartels, that are those who are behind the drugs trafficking. And Liberia as well is being considered as trafficking points. And because of this, you got a lot of youth, half of the population in Liberia are suffering, young people precisely are suffering, as the result of this drugs issue. You got many people taking drugs, the youth are being, the future of Liberia is at stake because majority of the youth right now don't see anything other than having drugs, as consumption stuff.
Yeah, much like South Africa. Thank you so much for speaking to us, Liberian journalist Alphanso G. Kalama, speaking to us about the country having faced one of the most significant political and criminal justice developments in its recent history, with former Vice President Jewel Howard Taylor charged with several charges: drug trafficking, money laundering, criminal conspiracy, a story we certainly will be keeping track of.